Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to week 3 of the IBA. This is the team building episode for our matchup against the Tallaght Talonflames, coached by Dylan Tomlinson. Oh, Dylan Thompson. Gee, Mac, I had to get these coaches' names right. I get it right eventually, but we're against Dylan Thompson, coach, as I said, of the Tallaght Talonflames, and he's got a pretty scary team. Very, very scary team. He's got Mega Sableye, Entei, Dragonite, Suicune, Raikou, Ember, Braviary, Galvantula, Swellow, Rhydon, and Dusknoir. So he's got a pretty scary team, packing a bit of bulk and packing a bit of speed control, a little bit of speed. But once I dived into it, I do think I kind of have him. Haven't figured out. I think I haven't figured out for this week. The Talonflames are in our division, of course. Well, I shouldn't say of course, but the Talonflames are in our division. So it'd be very like obviously you guys will know in the league format, if you have win your divisional matchups is key to get into the playoffs. So it'd be very important to get the win this week. And I think we'd have a really good shot at beating them, especially once I dived into his team and figured it out a little bit. I realised that there's a few. There was one or two things I could do to beat him. I'm very worried of his Mega Sableye for what I'm planning on doing, but if I can play around the Mega Sableye, I reckon I should be able to beat him. Because after that, I think I have him. I'm not saying that being cocky or anything. I honestly think some of the things I'm planning on working on, if executed correctly, should work the finest. So let's get through the team. Let me explore exactly what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, all that kind of good stuff. So, first things first, I'm bringing Desert Arzard Y this week. I'm bringing Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Dragon Pulse, and Air Slash. Modest Nature, Max Special Attack, Max Speed. Very, very, very easy reason why I'm bringing this, and that is because it tears through a lot, tears through a lot of his team. And I'm bringing Modest this week because he, outside of Entei, some of his threats don't outspeed me at if I'm Modest, and then some of his faster threats like Galvantula and Raikou outspeed me regardless. So I went for Modest Nature, so as I can pack a bit more power. Fire Blast in the Sun wrecks things, as we all know. Solar Beam to deal with that Suicune, the Dragon Pulse to deal with his Dragonite, and Air Slash to deal with his Ember. And I think it does the finest. I haven't done anything too special this week, actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, you guys. It's more so revolved around the strategy about what I'm using this week. I haven't gone deep into changing the EV spreads or anything like that. It's actually very, very basic on my part this week. But I do think I kind of so it is going to be a very short episode, as I just explained what I planned and my thought process through it. But I figured, I really wanted something to hit that Mega Sableye hard, and something that'll come in on the Will-O-Wisp as well from Sableye and not be worried about. Because I'm pretty sure if I bring Zardwire and Sableye, he'll have to and if he doesn't have a Calm Mind up, he's going to have to pretty much reverse out there to make a switch, and I can pretty much just nail something really hard. So that's our Zard. That is our Zard. Next up we have Elsa, our Frostlass, holding the Focus Sash, Curse Body, carrying Spikes, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Destiny Bond. And I went with the Suicide Lead Frostlass, which I might have, I'm not gonna lie, I might not use as my lead. I might use something else, but seeing as how his team is so weak to ice, because he's got Swellow, Braviary, Dragonite. They're all weak to ice types. So and then Dusknoir is weak to Shadow Ball. So there's a lot he's kind of doesn't dealing with. Elsa can kind of deal with him a little bit better. So their plan for this week is when I was looking, I was like, right, he's got Mega Sableye obviously, but I think I can really hazard stack him because he doesn't have he's got Braviary and Swellow, which can defog, but you're not really going to use defog with them. And I suppose Dragonite can. I think Dragonite gets defog as well. So they all get defog, but he hasn't really got a spinner or a real obvious defogger for me. And I think if a Sableye isn't there, first off, I'm as far as I'm concerned, I can just you know, just if you hit a few throw on a few spikes, hazard stack them, and mainly have this thing as a suicide lead. The one thing I'm really worried about is that he might bring a Scarf Dragonite, which kind of tears through my team a little bit, but I don't see him bringing it. I think Dragonite offers him a little bit too much coverage for him to actually just toss it away like that. Well, not toss it away like that, but to have it locked in, I think it offers him just a little bit too much coverage for me. So I think he should be. I think he won't use it. So I am going. But I do have Sash just in case he does, and I can bring in Elsa. If I can bring in Elsa for free, then great. And that way I can just he can hit me once, and I can go for the Ice Beam and kill it. You know. So that's what I'm hoping for, anyways. Next up, I have my Fortress. It's the same set as last week, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've one or two of these sets are pretty much like what I've used before. I don't want to get into that habit too much, but I figured it's a lot of them are working. Well, I think they'll work this week if you get me. I think I went for the physically defensive Fortress with Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rocks. I want Rocks and Spikes up because he's so many flying types. I want the Rocks up, so it's very likely that I will use Fortress as my lead, get my Rocks up, because he has used Gavancha as his lead to get his web up. So I probably will go in, get my Rocks up, Volt Switch out, blah blah blah. If he sees me coming in with the Fortress, I might just Volt Switch out first turn, because he might be. Well, I suppose if he's Sableye, I really have to watch out for it. Like, you know, I have to be really careful. But I'll think about it on the day. Oh, during a match. So I think that should be. I think this set should do decent enough. I really want to just set up Rocks, pivot around his physical threats outside of his Entei, but pivot around them. His team is very physically oriented. Bar, like I was looking at Bar Galvantula and Raikou, and possibly Sableye. He doesn't have that. Well, Suicune as well, but it's a very physically oriented team, and the way I look at it, I'm like, I feel I shouldn't have too much to worry about. Like between Fortress and T-Tar should be able to come in and just, you know, work around him, and I think I should be all right with it. But that's Fortress this week. Now, I think this is where I got a little bit creative. Well, I wouldn't say creative because I used this in week 1, but it's Zigzy, my Zygarde, and I went for like the Adamant, max attack, max speed set with substitute Dragonette's Outrage and Earthquake, because he has not got one Pokemon that can resist either one of those two stabs. It's as simple as that. He's got not one of them. Outrage kind of does a number to pretty much everything. It hits everything. Like, it hits everything. Earthquake, he deals with the Entei, the Emboar, the Rhydon. And then I'll just have sub for if he's got his Mega Sab out, I'll just sub and I'll get my D-Dance off and I'll just start laughing. That's basically it. I think I should be safe enough after that, because he just doesn't have the. I don't think he'd have the bulk to be able to deal with it, especially if I get the chance to sub up on something. And I think this week more than anything, I do have a chance to set up with this set and really wreak havoc with it. It didn't work out for me in week 1, but I think it'll work out for me this week, and I think I should be okay with it. I'm really relying on this thing to actually be my win con this week. I think it should. I think it should probably work out for the best. I did want to kind of get a bit more creative with the HP, but I just, when I was looking at it, I didn't think it was really worth it. I'll be messing around with Zygarde a little bit more later on, obviously, as the league goes on. But I think this set this week, even though I have used it before, is going to wreak the most havoc against the Talonflames this week. So that's the reason why I brought this Zygarde. It just dawned on me, honestly, it just dawned on me halfway through I was team building, when I was trying to figure out what else to bring. After I decided I was going to go Hazard Stack, I was trying to figure out what else to bring, and it just dawned on me that Zygarde just wrecks him. That's it. Honestly, it just dawned on me, and I figured I better bring something. I better bring something to deal with that. I better bring Zygarde, and I figured he'll have chances to burn me with Sableye and whatnot, so I figured substitute's the way to go. So that's Ziggy, our Zygarde. He's making a return to the team. Eon or Latias now. I'm bringing again. I'm bringing the Calm Mind Roost set this week with Psyshock, Dragon Pulse, but I'm also packing the Assault Vest. So I wanted a little bit more special bulk. I was originally Life Orb Latias, but then I decided to add T-Tar, and then I brought the Assault Vest with it this week. So I figured that might help me the best. Again, Psyshock and Dragon Pulse is because I'm bringing them two, is because he doesn't have anybody that can resist those two stabs. That's honestly it. He just has, you know, and the Dragon Pulse is the Dragonite super effective. Just Psyshock deals with the Ember, and I could just Calm Mind and eventually, you know, set up like Roost to get the health back. You know, I think I should be fine. As well, if he's got that ridiculous Crow Coon set, that I think I should be able. I think I should be able to stall it, because I do have the Roost and I do have the Calm Mind, and he'll have to Sleep Talk. And if he's not packing Ice Beam, if he's just Calm Mind, Rest, Sleep Talk, Scald, then that's pure setup fodder from my Latias. So I think I should be A1 with this week. His Swellow still outspeeds me, which is a bit of a concern, I'm not going to lie. His Swellow outspeeds me. I'm really worried about Swellow, but I think, seeing as how Swellow doesn't kind of get fighting coverage, I should be okay by having T-Tar. So that's the reason why I brought T-Tar, is because T-Tar, I was a little bit worried with Swellow, and I was a little bit worried in case the Dragonite just was a little bit scarfed and wanted something else to deal with it. T-Tar gets natural special bulk as well with the sand, so I wanted that too. And I went for kind of more of a utility kind of like wear them down kind of strategy with T-Tar. It wasn't the case where I figured, oh, there's something that I can really use T-Tar for. Like, it doesn't, like, he has the Dusknoir, which is kind of its main role, and he's got the Rock Slide to deal with the flying types, but I kind of had them covered with Elsa. But I have Thunder Wave there just to slow down one or two of his faster mons, and I have EQ to be able to deal with the likes of that Raikou in case that Raikou decides to come in. Actually, that's one Pokemon I'm very worried about, is the Raikou. If that Raikou is that Assault Vest, Assault Vest Aura Sphere set, I think that could kind of do a good number to me. But I don't think that two-shot Zigzy, that won't the hidden power ice on that won't two-shot my my Zygarde, and I might be okay with it. But that does outspeed me, and so does the Galvantula. But I think I should have it covered. I think he's not. I think he's not going to. I think he won't bring. I don't think he bring the Assault Vest Raikou, but he could definitely bring. But if he does, I'll be a little bit worried, because it means like, I'm just a little bit worried, because I don't want it to be the case where, that's in for free and it can kind of play around me. I kind of want to be able to hit that as hard as much as I can. Really, that's the kind of plan. But I think I should be able to play around the Raikou well enough on the day. I know, like with the Zygarde and with T-Time and whatnot, I think I should be able to play around it okay. It's probably the one thing I'm really worried about now with this team. I'm not worried about really anything else. I think like the Sableye is obviously an annoyance, but it's not the end of the world or anything like that. And I think I have plenty of wall breaking potential. I have enough setup as well with my offensive threats. If anything, I'm not going to build bulk. But I think I have enough with the Assault Vest and Fortress. Assault Vest, yeah, Latias and the Fortress, and the T-Tar. Obviously, T-Tar gets a bunch of bulk to be able to, take enough hits. So that's the team this week. I know it's not like the most exciting team I've had. I haven't done anything too crazy this week. But I think it should be enough to be able to win this match. Honestly, I think Zygarde is the main win con, because he deals with, like, I keep looking at his team here on my second screen, and it just deals with everything. Like, nothing really wants to deal with Zygarde if it wants to have it behind the sub, and with the leftovers and all that kind of stuff. Nothing really wants to deal with it. It's just a pity he doesn't get Dragon Claw. But Outrage will do just the finest as well, because I think +1 Outrage is pretty much 2 shots to make a Sableye. I see nothing that really wants to come in and deal with it. So that for me is good enough. So that's the team this week, you guys. I hope you like it, and I hope you liked today's video. I know I just went I glossed over it. You know, I'm happy enough with it, and I think it'll work. So if you like today's video, please click that like button down below for me, guys. And if you want to see your Wexford, and also click the like button to show your support for your Wexford Wailords as we go up against the Talonflames. I think the battle video will be up a little bit later because than usual. I normally like to have these videos up on a Sunday, but I think they'll be up later than usual because I'm away on holiday over the weekend. So I might have it up on Tuesday at the latest. Tuesday the 5th. I think it's the 5th. I'm not too sure. The 5th of June, but I will have it up anyways. It's just going to be a little bit later. So that is that. And if you want to see more, oh yeah, also if you have any comments and feelings about the team, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more IBA action coming your way on this channel, please click that subscribe button down below for me, guys. And on that note, I'll see you next time.